Now, Chris, when you first start and you're going into marketing a home, what do you find are the most successful, the best methods to market a listing?
Sure. The funniest thing about it is there's one thing that you keep hearing over and over again since the beginning of time, no matter what commodity or asset that you're trying to move. At the end of the day, price is an issue in the absence of value, right? So people are prepared to pay what is fair as long as they feel that the value is there, right? So it always boils down to, first you have to make it attractive to them to draw the attention to the property. Then you've got to be consistent in what you're delivering. So what you're marketing online, it's almost like the talk has to match the walk in a sense. And then once people come to the home, it's got to present well, it's got to feel right. So, but the single most important thing is price. It's how you're positioned against your neighbors or your competitors to convey value to an educated group of buyers.
Yeah. So what you're saying is the product has to be right first before the price.
That's right. And they really have to kind of work together to convey value.
And then you worry about your placement. Like, what is your best methods that you see when placing an ad or placing the property? Like, what methods do you find bring the most people into a listing or into a product that you have?
Sure. Okay. I think, today's buyer is, again, as I said before, very sophisticated in that, especially in our market, in the Ottawa, Carleton, Greater Ottawa area, the number of computers in homes per capita is exponentially greater than it is in a lot of places in North America and around the world, right? We're a fairly tech-savvy society. So all of our searches really seem to start online. Okay. So if you don't have a presence online, you're probably not in the game. You're missing a great chunk of your potential buyers, because what they're doing is this is a safe place for them to feel out their options. And then they take it down to a short list from there. And then the properties that convey value to them and present well to them are likely to make a short list to get a visit. And then that's when the magic really starts. Then it's about the feeling. When they walk in and they get that sense that this feels right, that's usually what brings about action.
So do you think that there's any opportunity where this online, all the available online stuff is going to replace the realtor? Like, do you believe that might actually end up happening where, it takes them out of the game?
You know what? I love that question, Peter, because this is one that's been posed to myself and my colleagues over since the growth and explosion in technology. And it's always been this there's always been a buzz about this looming threat that we're going to be. And at the end of the day, the thing that I'm finding anyway is at the end of the day, technology is here to enhance the human experience, the communication, the contact. It's just like you and I talking here now. We're lucky that we have this opportunity to be able to communicate via technology. But I think really, for me anyway, I'll speak for myself, the real magic in this is that I'm getting a chance to connect with another like-minded individual and have a deep, meaningful conversation about something.
Yeah.
And technology is what's enabled it. I strongly believe that at the end of the day, it's still about people connecting and engaging with people. And I don't think that's ever going to get replaced, because it's still about, do you like me? Do you think you can trust me, and do you believe I can help you?
Well, and you can tell with all the Prince of Nigeria scams, you can't always believe what you get from online, right?
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, actually, it's funny. The Prince got a hold of me last week.
I'm still waiting on my $50 million.
Yeah, you and me both.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what are the best, we talked a little bit about technology, but what are the best methods that you find in keeping contact with your clients over time? Like, how do you keep in contact and build these long-term relationships with your clients?
Sure. Okay. And I think there again, it all boils down to being a good listener on the front end, mm-hmm. and really being in tune with what it is that resonates with your clients, and understanding, appreciating that they're all individuals. They all have their own passions and desires, and strengths, weaknesses, quirks, and peculiarities, and we're all special that way. So if you can tap into something that is of meaning to them, and kind of have it top of mind, and every now and again when you come across something that seems like it might be of value or interest to them, to give them a reach out. We're all very busy, so I find through email, through social media, that sort of thing is a good way to stay top of mind. And then every now and again, we all just like to have that little human connection, whether it's you pick up the phone and say hello. The thing that's interesting is, again, and speak to technology, is that even with the advent of technology, at the end of the day, the equation's still the same. They mm-hmm. need to know how much you care before they care how much you know. So it's really about connecting with people. It's about heart to heart.
Do you use some CRM or email marketing platforms?
Yeah. In the past, I've used them quite a bit. I still use them, and I'm just switching over into a slightly different phase of my career, in which I plan to use that a lot more. And the thing that's really intrigued me is what you're doing also. And I see that as being a hugely powerful tool. I'm a big believer that this is the way forward, mm-hmm. Because you know what, there's something inherent about being able to see somebody in front of you, because you really do get a sense of where their heart is. And I think that's a game changer for all of us. Well, so I commend you on what you're endeavoring to do, and I hope we'll do business together over time.
I appreciate that, Chris. I think we can as well, because what I believe is, no matter how much of technology is and automation happens and whatnot, what's so important is to make sure we get that touch. We keep it person to person as well.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. So now, if somebody was looking at getting into real estate, what would be your best guidance for somebody new starting out?
Oh, sure. Yeah. And this is a passion particularly close to my heart, in that it's probably my favorite part of the whole business for me anyway, is really it's find somebody, find a place, and it's not about the size of the brokerage, it's not about a lot of things that are being pitched to you. What you need to do is you need to find a good, safe place to fail forward into your dreams, into your success. So what I mean by that is, you need to find a place where you're void of judgment, where you feel safe being who you are, asking what you need clarity on, and having a sense that the people around you are here to support and empower you, and that you never feel threatened, marginalized, or intimidated, because you see, that's all negative energy. And the industry in itself will create enough challenges for you on its own. What's really important is that you have the support and the love behind you that picks you up and dusts you off. Maybe you need somebody to talk you off the ledge once in a while. That's okay. We all go there. But the thing the magic happens when you feel completely safe to chase your dream.